Hello, I am Shatina with the Mobile Public Library, and I am going to demonstrate how to make an electronic presentation using PowerPoint. Now, PowerPoint is a presentation component of the Microsoft Office suites, and it is used to make an electronic slideshow with text, pictures, graphs, animation, sounds, or movie clips. If you have PowerPoint on your computer, you may have the icon on your desktop here or somewhere on your desktop, or it will be in your Start menu under PowerPoint, under the P's. So you'll scroll down until you get there and you'll find it there. You can single click here and open it, or you can use your desktop and double click on the icon. It's going to open up the PowerPoint, and you'll see across the top some of the templates that you could use to input your information and make the template your own, or you can start fresh here with a blank presentation, which is what we're going to do today. Alrighty, and as soon as you click, it gives you the very first slide, which is your title slide, and you have a place here, a content box for your title, and then you have a content box for your subtitle. We're going to click to add title and type in the word dog, and then click to add subtitle, type in the word by, and then I'm going to put my name in there. Alrighty. Now, in order to go to the next slide, you'll go into your toolbar, right in the second window pane for slides. You have the icon for new slide and the word new slides. You can choose you can click the icon and it will put another slide in there for you, or you can click on the word new slide and it will give you all the different layouts that you can choose from. Now you have the title slide again, title and content, section header, to content, comparison, all of those. Well, we're going to choose the title and content for our next slide. And as soon as you select it, it puts it in there for you, and you'll see that you have a content box that says click to add title, and you also have a content box that says click to add text. Now in that click to add text content box, you also have these icons in the middle. Now those icons will allow you to insert a table, insert a chart, insert smart art graphics, or insert a 3D model. You can insert pictures that are already saved onto your computer, or you can do online pictures with the next icon, insert a video, or insert an icon. Now, we're going to actually just go back up and click to add a title, and this is going to be the word definition. And then we're going to click to add text because we have two sentences that we're going to type in. And the first sentence is, the dog is a domesticated subspecies of the gray wolf. And the next sentence is, the dog has developed into hundreds of varied breeds. So with that done, now it's time for us to go in, and I like to save at this point because sometimes when we go to add a picture, the computer might glitch. So we're going to go up to our file button over in our toolbar, click on the word file, go down to save or save as, whichever you choose, and I'm going to just drop this on my desktop and title it dog. And so it has been saved, and now we are ready to go in and insert a picture. So we're going to go up into our text toolbar, click on the tab insert, go down to pictures, click and get to online pictures, click there. And the next thing that pops up is our search. So we're going to type in the word dog. And then as you use your scroll bar and scroll down, the computer will generate additional pictures of the dog for you. And you can choose the one that anyone that you select. I had one earlier. Alrighty. I'm going to choose this guy here. So once you click on it, you can go in and hit insert, and the picture will pop in. Now the picture pops in and takes up a lot of the slide. It did not put it in a specific area because we just went over here and over into our toolbar and told it to insert. So it puts it there. Now, in order to resize this picture, it is best to do it from one of the corners. And that way the width and the length is kept together or downsizes together. And so I'm gonna just grab it from the corner and bring it down here. Okay, now we are actually going to animate our slide next. And so the first portion of the animation that we're going to do is we're going to do our sentences. And with the sentences, if you would just click in the sentence, it picks up the entire box. And then we're going to go over to up into our toolbar to the word animations. Click on the animations tab. And the first one we're going to do is fly in for our sentences. It gives us a little bit of a demonstration there. The next sentence is, it generally weighs. And then the next thing we're going to do is, that is actually it, I'm sorry. That is it on that one. This is all we're going to do on this slide. So we're going to go back to our home tab, click on new slide, and get us a new slide. So this time we want to go into the to content slide. So we choose that one. And then this title for this slide is going to be Labrador. Just one, Labrador Retriever. Okay, and then you have two content boxes over here, so you can choose whichever side you so decide and go ahead and click. And then we're going to put in a sentence over here, and it's going to say Labradors originated in Canada. The next sentence is going to be three colors. Sorry. Black, yellow, and chocolate are officially recognized. Alrighty, let me go here and put that space back in there. Okay, and then we're going to come on the other side and we're going to insert a picture over here, but this time I'm going to use the icons in the middle and choose online picture. Now when I do this time, the computer's going to remember the space that I told I want the picture to go to, and it's going to put it in there. So for the online search, we're going to put in the word Labrador. I'm going to put in an S because I would like to get more than one on there. And we're going to do this picture right here and insert. And this time it came out a lot smaller than what we were the content box allowed for. You can always upsize. You can always enlarge and then grab it and pull it over from anywhere in the inside of the box. You can move your picture anywhere you want to, but it's not good to grab it from one of these, the middle or any of the middle. It's always best to grab it from the edges or the corner if you want to resize and get your cursor inside the box to move it around. Okay, so with that there, we're gonna close that out over there, and now we have our box, our slide. Now, one of the things I forgot to do is go ahead and save as we go along. So I'm gonna just hit my little floppy disk up at the top for my save, and then we'll come right back down. So this slide is done, but we're gonna go in and animate this slide as well. So this time I'm gonna click on the title, and I'm gonna go up to our animations tab at the top of our toolbar, and we're going to go over to where it says add animations because the one that I want is not in this particular area. So add animations, I'm gonna stay in the entrance. No, I'm sorry. Yep, I'm gonna stay in the entrance and I'm gonna choose fly in, which is another way, it is over there. So we're gonna choose fly in for that. And then the second one, we're going to click on the picture of the dog. And then we're going to go back to our animations tab, come down and click on emphasis. And then we are going to choose spin. Alrighty. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on our text. And we're going to click the add animations. We're going to go all the way down to the bottom where it says more entrance effects. And we're going to select diamond. Click OK on that box and it gives you that. Now, anytime you want to see what your slide is going to do, over here in the left hand corner, you can click in your toolbar, you can click on preview and it'll show you what the slide is going to do. All right. So now that we've done our animation, I'm going to go back up and hit on save one more time. And then we're going to go back to our home tab and click on and get our next slide. And the next slide is also going to be a to content slide. So we can click on new slide and it picks up the to content. And anytime you want to change the layout of your slide, you can simply go over to the word layout that's over here in your slides window, and then you get those again. And you can change it to any layout that you would like, but we're going to go ahead and keep the to content. And this time, the title is going to be Chihuahua. Alrighty. Get over here and close that out. And then we're going to choose again whichever side you want to put the text in. We have two sentences that says Chihuahuas. I'm sorry, I have to slow down on Chihuahuas. Originated in Mexico. And then the second sentence is going to say it is the smallest breed of dog in the world. Okay, and then we're going to come over here and we're going to put in a picture. And again, you can choose to go up into your insert bar and use your pictures and online pictures. But remember, it does not mandate that it's going to stay in this box area. It can go across the entire slide. But I like to use the one that's down here in the content box to keep my information in there. And so here, type in the word Chihuahua, and we're going to select a picture of some Chihuahuas. I'm trying to see the one that I had earlier that I liked pretty much. This little guy right here was cute. We're going to insert that one in there. It's downloading. And there we go. Fit it perfectly inside that little content area. Now, we are finished with our slide. Now I like to go in and do the design, because now when you choose your theme, you can see what it would do, how it would change where your information is positioned. So, and also it changes the font, and then it kind of puts depending on which one you choose, will depend on if it keeps your title at the top, moves it over to the side, center it. Sometimes some of them will actually capitalize your entire title. So it all depends on how you want it to look, will depend on what theme you will choose. And I'm going to go with this one here. And then over on the left-hand side, you always get the little previews of all of your slides. This is just a design idea that's just starting to come in the Office 360 thing, but it's not absolutely going to pop up on your screen. That's why I keep closing that out. But over here you have your theme, your slides, and it's showing you your previews. Now you also have the ability to put in speaker notes, and they will be found down here at the very bottom of your screen. You'll see it says notes, and when you click on it, you see this little insert here where it says click to add notes. The next sentence is, it generally weighs no more than 6 pounds. Okay. Now, when the presentation is actually being shown, you will not see the speaker notes. Again, that is just for the speaker to help him with the presentation. So to see the presentation, you can go up to the toolbar, to the slideshow tab, click on from beginning, and every time you click on your mouse or hit your arrow button to the right, a portion of the slide will show and go to the next slide. And I see right here, I will need to move my information over to make it more presentable. And then we have the final slide and no speaker notes. You'll hit your escape key to go back into your PowerPoint program. And then from here, I would go in and make sure I move this entire content box over, so that the next time when I do my presentation, it's not in there. And then again, over here on the left-hand side, you can actually view this in different ways. You can go up to your View tab in the toolbar, click on View, and once you click on View, you'll have the toolbar to change, and in the first section you'll see where you can see the different presentation views. This is the normal presentation view where you have the miniature slides over on the left hand side. Then you also have the option for an outline view, which gives you everything that you've typed into your presentation on each slide. All of your bullet points are there. Then you have your slide sorter, where you can actually change your slides around. So if you decided that you wanted to move your slides around, you can do so by just clicking and dragging it over and placing it in between where you want to go. Then you also have your note page. Now your note page will give you your slide at the top and any presenter's notes that you have on the bottom. So as you go, if you started at the top, you have your title bar, you can put your speaker notes there. And then for the next slide, you can go to the next slide, and then our final slide is where we actually had our presentation note, presenter's notes. Alrighty, so that is the different ways you can view it. Now, if you decided that you wanted to actually print your slides, you can actually go over to our file button, come down to print, and then it's actually going to show the slide that you were on, but you can go here and tell it to, under your settings, in your print program, and go and tell it to print all slides, or you can tell it to print just the specific slides that you want. Here you have the option to do a full page of slides. You can do the full page, you can do the note page, again, just the slide and the notes, or you can do the outline. You can print all of those, or you can do handouts, and you have the option to do one slide on each page, 2 slides on the page, 3, all the way up to about 9 slides on the page. But remember, the more content that you have on when you print on your page, the smaller the slide is going to actually be. My personal preference is the 3 per page, because that gives you lines so that your audience can actually have somewhere to make notes. My personal favorite, not a demand. Now, one of the other things that we like to talk about are the do's and don'ts with presentations. When you make a presentation, it is important that you know your audience so that you can tailor your presentation to your audience. That way you're not speaking over the heads of kindergartners if you happen to make a presentation for 10th graders or college students, and you don't want to talk down to them. So you want to make sure that everything that you have on your presentation is catered to your audience. Your tone, your words, your graphics, all of that is important. Also, have your overall points that you want to present in your presentation, and don't read from the script, from the slide only. Make sure you have your speaker notes so that you can kind of hold the attention of your audience, not just with the slide. So then you also want to make sure that your verbiage is correct. Is in each slide, it has to be essential. You have no more than 6 bullet points on a slide, because the longer that slide sits up there, the more your audience is going to kind of wander off in their minds. And if you have to give them something, but also, again, you don't want to have the audience oohed and awed so much that they're with your animations that they're not paying attention to the words that you are actually saying. So you want to make sure that you kind of tone it specifically for your audience. Give them the necessary, throw a little sound and motion in there every so often, but not to the distracting point. You don't want your slide to carry the entire weight of your presentation. You want to be able to give them the bullet points and then maybe use your speaker notes to elaborate on the items that you have on your slide. You want to come across being confident and clear and persuasive in your presentation. That is all we have for you today. If you have any further questions on PowerPoint or need to go a little bit more into detail, please look at the universal class options that are offered by the Mobile Public Library through our webpage. Here at the mobilepubliclibrary.org, go to e-resources, come down to our research databases. It is under universal, so if you do databases A to Z, go to universal. To U for universal, and it should be the very first option, universal classes. Connect now and get started. Thank you for watching.